We are streaming live currently. We are streaming to TikTok. We are streaming to YouTube and we are streaming to LinkedIn. Holler if the music is too loud, but I am like most of us, I'm a lo-fi girl when I'm working, so I have it on now. We are going to chill and we're going to go over what you need to do. I have my laptop here, so I can actually do some work for you while we're on the live. So what we're doing is we're going from the job that you have to the job that you want. And we're doing that by figuring out what skills you need to learn, what jobs are in demand right now. Is project management a good career? Yes. Project management is actually one of the Mark, you just got accepted for an internship at Lockheed Martin. Damn straight. That's awesome. Congratulations. 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 Oh my gosh. Nothing makes me so happy like seeing that. That's awesome, Mark. Congratulations. We're all freaking stoked for you. That's awesome. One of our live viewers on TikTok just got an internship at Lockheed Martin. So excited for him. Hey Preeti, what's up? What's up? What's up? Preeti is going to be in our 4-week career change crash course starting April 4th. We are excited to work with her, get her into a tech job. Preeti has a lot of skills and she has been looking for a good way to put them to use. She's taught herself a ton of stuff. And so she's going to do awesome in a crash course. And we are really stoked about that. So, folks, what we're doing today, and congratulations again to Mark. He just got himself an internship at Lockheed Martin. Mark, I'm sure you put in a ton of work, a ton of time, and a ton of thought to applying. So I got my soda water here. Cheers to you. And yeah, we'll cheers to you, folks. Everybody give Mark a hand for his hard work and wish him luck at succeeding in his new job. And yeah, if you want your own new job, um, welcome, Jeremy Mitch, our the man, the myth, the mod, Jeremy Mitch. He is on with us tonight, folks. If you have a job that you were trying to get and you want to be like Mark and you want to get a job that you want, go for it. Drop in the comments what's stopping you. Tell me how I can help you, what advice I can give you to help you get past it. Mark is transitioning from the military, from truck driver to software engineer, and he just got his internship at Lockheed Martin. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is fantastic and phenomenal. We're so stoked for you. And you're going to have to come up and just Jeremy is fine. No, I gotta introduce you with some spark. Jeremy Mitch, just Jeremy is our mod on our TikTok live. We are very grateful for him, always keeping the comments in check and making sure things are ship shape down there. So yeah, folks, we're hanging out tonight doing career coaching. So holler, let me know what it is that's stopping you from getting the job that you want, so that I can help you. I'm also going to be more vigilant about watching the comments on LinkedIn and YouTube, because yesterday I did a poor job of that. So I'm going to be better at it this time. So if you do comment on LinkedIn or TikTok, I am watching. I will see it. So yeah. So folks, what are we working on tonight? What's stopping you? What's holding you up? What do you need to get into the job that you actually want? And how can I help you get there? What can we do that will help you get into the job that you want? Are you not sure why you're not hearing back from jobs? Are you not sure how to apply strategically? Are you not sure what company is a good fit for you? Are you not sure what skill to learn? Are you not sure what even the name of the job that you might want to learn is? Are you not sure what to do with your life at all? Let's work through it. Let's figure out what it is we can help you do. Something I'm going to be doing soon too. I'm working on getting the streaming key so that on the TikTok live I can actually walk you folks through job listings, and we're going to look through job listings together and learn how to look at them strategically so that we can actually break them down and see, okay, what skills are actually needed for these type of jobs? How can I look up those skills? How can I check and see how much they cost to learn? How can I check how much they cost to learn, or how long they're going to take me to learn? Hi, howdy, hello from Los Angeles. Hi, howdy to you from Los Angeles, Pixel Astronaut. That's a cool username. Let us know how we can help you get the job that you want. So, folks, what we are doing tonight, welcome everybody to the live. What we are doing is we are getting you from the job you have now into the job that you actually want. We are going to be doing these lives every night at 8 p.m. until April 4th, when our 4-week career change crash course kicks off. If you want to work with Ryan and I in our 4-week career change crash course, degree is in our bio link. Feel free to hop on over there and you can enroll in the course. But other than that, right now, what we're doing is we're just working through what you need, trying to get you where you want to go. So something I'd like to ask too, maybe something to ask is, if you are looking for a new job, Why do you want Pixel astronaut? You know what's so funny about that? You want to work in aerospace, specifically space flight? So funny. Someone on this live just got an internship at Lockheed Martin. Not to throw you under the bus, Mark. But let's see here. Why is your LinkedIn ages? I'm not sure. Why is your LinkedIn ages? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Why is your LinkedIn ahead of time? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But if you want to work in aerospace, specifically space flight, I would go apply at I would go and I would apply at spaceflight companies. So I would start looking for jobs at Blue Origin and SpaceX, and I would start applying to entry level positions. Something that I think everybody should know is that, and we don't if people contact Ryan and I and they tell us that they're degree free and they work at a big company and they're not comfortable telling us what company it is because they're not sure that they're allowed to represent the company that they work for, but we have gotten messages from people that work at space companies that are degree free, that work in engineering. So just so you know, it's a thing, it happens. I can't tell you their names because they weren't willing to talk about it in a public forum because they weren't sure that they were allowed to, but I am going to tell you now. Oh, hey, Alejandro. Let's see. I'm 3 minutes ahead. Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn early. Maybe the time difference is on there. Sorry about that, Alejandro. A glimmer of hope. I've been looking for jobs for over a month and I haven't heard anything and rejected on some. Okay, Alejandro, what kind of job are you looking for? What is the name of the job that you're looking for? And let's work backwards. So, this is something we teach in the crash course. We teach you how to find a job backwards. So, Alejandro, what we're going to do with you right here on this live, give me the job title you're looking for, and I'm going to help you figure out what skills you need to learn to make your resume a good fit for these jobs, and also make sure that your resume is not getting you not looked at for these jobs too. You've been rejected, but have you had any interviews too? And then how many jobs have you applied for? So that's something that's what we're going to start with. So everybody, we're going to work with Alejandro right now, and we're going to see if we can get him to Preeti. The crash course is not totally full yet. There are still some spots. So if people want spots, go ahead, hop on over to the link in my bio, and you can enroll in the crash course there, and you'll be with me and Preeti and all the other cool people in the crash course. And we'll be meeting twice a week, small group, and then everybody will be in our community afterwards to make sure that they go and they get the job that they actually want. And that's what we're doing. Social media marketing, photography, content creation, or something in the entertainment industry. Alejandro, can you give me a couple names, job title names that you've applied for? So you're looking for, let's see, social media marketing. Alejandro, do you have a portfolio of work? And then what sort of social media marketing? You just want to work in any social media marketing? Is there a specific type of social media you tend to be good with now or that you use? Actually, there's a pretty good, let's see, photography, content creation, or something in the entertainment industry. Let's see, social media marketing. I have a friend that works in social media marketing, actually, for a college, ironically enough. It's one of my really good friends. Let's see here. All right, so social media marketing jobs, and we're going to look up remote. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to look it up for you right now. And we're going to look and see. Now, keep in mind the ones I'm looking at are going to show up in Texas, where I'm at. So I'm going to look at these right now, and we're going to do this together. So I'm looking at, and then Alejandro, if you don't mind saying, so here's the information I need from you in order to do this for you. And this is something we're going to do in the crash course with everybody too. But tell me what your goal salary is, and then what do you need to pay your bills? And then tell me perfect. You live in Chicago. Your experience as brand ambassador, extra photography, office work job. Do you know how to use Excel? I know that sounds stupid, but are there any tools you know how to use? Like, have you worked with any with Buffer or any social media scheduling tools? Chicago, social media jobs, remote. I'm assuming you want remote. Everybody wants remote, but maybe you don't. If you are okay with not that, then I can be even more useful. Let's see. Alejandro, are you? Let's see. Dynamite Labs. Here we go. Alejandro, also, do you have, I can't look at your TikTok without going off of the live, but do you have a TikTok portfolio? How does your TikTok look? Do you post frequently? There's quite a bit of use right now. Same with Microsoft Word. You know how to use it, you just don't have to oh, okay. Yeah, so you can use Word, Excel, and Adobe, okay. So you can use Premiere and Photoshop? If you can use Premiere and Photoshop, you're in really good shape. Folks, what we're doing if you're just joining the live is we are live right now working to get Alejandro, our friend on the live, unstuck from his job search. And we can do the same for you. All you have to do is let me know what's sticking you and we'll work through it together on the live. We just got to do it. It's a good thing we only got 15 people on here because we want to do it all together, but it's hard to do it for a lot of people at once. So this is perfect. Perfect amount of people. All right. So let's see here. I have one right here. It's actually for a Mexican restaurant and it's remote. Let's see. Director of social media. And also, a thing you can do to Alejandro is you can always look at a company that's a little smaller. I found one right here. It's called Little Roadie Coffee Company. The pay is between 55 and 80K a year. It's work from home. Is there a way to show you my resume and see if something can be fixed? Actually, I don't do resume reviews. Alejandro, I don't do resume reviews unless it's for people that are in the crash course. Because it's just a lot to review resumes, and I don't have any. I don't have a way set up right now currently to receive them in an orally fashion and then do the feedback and then revise it and then send it back. So right now I'm just working with folks who are in the crash course for their resumes. But something I can recommend you do is go use Resi. Resi is a tool that you can use that will help make sure your resume is all ship shape and good to go. And it's free. You can just run your resume through there and see if it's good. When I'm talking about your resume though, what I mean is make sure it's all numbers and statistics, bullet points, single column. Use 12-point Arial or Times New Roman font, and then make sure all your skills are listed, right? So list your Excel, your Adobe, Premiere, all of your stuff. Wallbeer, that's a really good question. Are coding boot camps worth their investment for current project managers? Yes, 100%. Wallbeer, I have my PMP, and at this point, I'm even thinking about a coding boot camp because the team I work for is just very, very highly technical to the point where it would be really useful for me if I was able to hold my own a little bit or even do a little bit of like coding light. And I say that because it's just one of those things where if you're working and you keep running into a specific skill that's stopping you in work and it's annoying to you, you know what I'm saying? Like you keep going, oh man, I wish if I could do this, then I could be more effective at my job. And that's kind of where I am with having some technical knowledge. And so I'm considering one too. um, Oh, of course, Wallbeard. Thank you so much. Um, okay, Alejandro. Well, freaking cool. We'll see you in the course. We'll see you in the course. If you apply, then I will talk to you sometime this week, and I will be actually going over your goals with you. So freaking awesome. Mr. Christian 305, would you recommend the Google certification program? It's not free. Mr. Christian, it depends on Mr. Christian 305. I'm not sure which Google certification. Are you talking about the project management or the data analytics? And it's not free, but it's $39 a month. I'm a big fan of things that are so low risk. I know $39 a month is a lot for a lot of people, but as far as courses go, that's pretty good. That's pretty reasonable. I don't mind full-time, on-site, remote, or hybrid, doesn't matter, but I tried Indeed and LinkedIn. Oh, okay. Yeah, Alejandro, we're going to get you off of those. We're going to find some niche job board sites for you. I actually am looking at one right here on ZipRecruiter for a Little Roadie Coffee Company that actually looks like a pretty awesome, something that we're going to work through with you since you're going to be since you're going to apply for the course is going to be how to explain your prior experience. Like you're going to look through these, it's finding a job backwards. You're going to read these job descriptions and you're going to actually pick out the words that you don't know, see if you're actually sure that you don't have any experience in them, and if you don't, we're going to teach you how to learn those things so that when you put in your actual application, they look at it and they're going, oh wow, this person's perfect. And that's the goal. Mr. Wallbeard, I'm getting Google search and PMI. Also, Alejandro, that's very realistic of you to be willing to work in a different environment in order to get your foot in the door. That means that you're going to do an awesome job. Let's see. I'm getting Google search in project management, IT support, and UX design. I'm blue collar PM currently. Any advice for career transition from construction to tech? Yeah, Wallbeard, my advice for that. And feel free to join our 4-week career change crash course. We're literally doing this with a bunch of people. It starts on April 4th. We're meeting twice a week, going over people's resumes, filling in gaps where they need to figure out like what skills they're missing, like just top top to bottom, just everything you need to know, negotiating, applying, interviewing effectively when you have experience in a different career. But what I would say for you, so career transition from construction to tech. Okay, we get this one a lot actually. We're currently working with a heavy machine operator who he's doing the same thing, software engineer. He's going from heavy machinery to software engineering. He's in the field 2 weeks out of the year, or 2 weeks he's 2 weeks on, a week off, I believe, and it's just tough because he's a little daughter at home and he would really like to be home. So okay, so my advice for transition from construction to tech, if you already have PM experience, is to figure out something I would do is I would go on, it's called Angels List or Well Found. It's a startup job. Going to do is it's going to help you search more effectively, but the best thing you can do is look for an adjacent industry and use that. Like, so for you, I know that there is a company that specifically, it's blue collar recruitment, which is obviously going to get really big. Oh, let me see. It's blue collar recruitment, but it's more like it's almost like it's a company that does blue collar like headhunting for like oil pipelines and big construction projects and stuff like that. But it's a tech company. I gotta find the name of it for you. But look for something like that where your PM experience in the job you have now is going to translate really well. Axel, yes, you're tired of 9 to 5 and warehouse jobs. 100,000%. Yeah, we can with already with your current experience, Alejandro, you're gonna be good to go. Photo booth, school photography, brand ambassador. Yeah, Alejandro, you're gonna be fine. Mr. Christian, you can take as many as you want at a single time for the same price. Yeah, Wallbeard, Angels List. Yeah, Angels List. It's now called Well Found, I believe. Thanks, Wallbeard. That was good advice for Mr. Christian. I'm a certified Salesforce admin and I'm trying to find a job. What advice do you have for newbies? Oh, that's a good one. Okay, advice I have for newbies is look for companies that do contract work for other companies that are putting up Salesforce instances. So what I mean by that is you're looking for a company who all they do is build out Salesforce for other companies. So what you want is you want a company with like a no-name consulting company that you've never heard of, that's a little bit on the smaller side, that is doing a big job for like Kmart, that they're getting, or sorry, not Kmart. Kmart doesn't exist, for Walmart, right? They're getting contracted out to build the Salesforce instance for Walmart or McDonald's or Home Depot or another big company, because what happens is they've already sold a contract to this large company and now they have to fill a certain amount of spots in a certain amount of time. And so for you, that's a good place to look for. You can look for Salesforce admin roles. You can look for entry-level developer roles or entry-level Salesforce admin roles as well. You never know. My first Salesforce job, I was hired as a junior developer, and I was actually only an admin, and I had gotten my admin in 31 days, and they hired me right after that with no experience. I just said, hey, I'm willing to work. 17 David 76, we were talking about how to go from the job that you have to the job that you actually want, and we are working through how to do that. Alejandro, out of that 9 to 5, my highest pay was 18 an hour, but you've been making 30K. Iced coffee, thank you so much. That is really encouraging, and I really appreciate you watching and you hanging out with us. Yeah, Alejandro. The one I found, sorry, yes, it was ZipRecruiter. It's called let me see here. It's called Little Roadie Coffee Company. This actually looks like a good one. It's 55 to 80K a year starting. So you could probably reasonably get 70K out of this because you never go with the lowest number, right? You never go with the lowest number. Something I teach people too, and we're going to be teaching this in Crash Course, but when you're looking at job descriptions, something you should do immediately, if you're looking at a job description and it says it requires years of experience or bachelor's degree, immediately just ignore those things. They actually don't care. Companies don't actually hire people that look like their job descriptions. Companies put up job descriptions. People have to decode them in order to actually get the jobs, in order to actually apply for them. Most people self-eliminate, and it's got to stop. Ignore that stuff. Apply anyway. Apply fearlessly to these jobs if you want them. If you want the job, apply for it. If you don't apply for it, you're literally never going to get it. And so you have to just apply for things. You just have to do it. Get your portfolio shored up. And yeah, Wallbeard, I hope that was helpful. Let's see, Mr. Christian got you, fam. We got to build each other up. They also help people's build portfolios attached. Yeah, awesome. Oh, I love thank you guys. Thank you guys so much right now for the support and advice that's going on in the comments. I love it so much when I see you guys helping each other out. I'm actually really excited about the community we're building too, because we're going to get people in there and we're all going to be able to do that together, and it's going to be freaking awesome. I was in aerospace for 12 years, no college degree, and could never make 100K a year. That's so interesting. 17 David 76. There is somebody in here that there's somebody in here actually who is trying to get into aerospace. They want to do that. I've done multiple in-person interviews, got rejected, which is okay, I guess, but I don't have the full. Oh, sorry, it cut off, but I don't have the full 3 years of experience. I'm still fairly new, but I know how to do the tasks, but I don't have a degree or portfolios. Yeah, Alejandro will help you with that. So what we're going to do with you is we're going to tailor your resume for these jobs. Two, then what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to show that you know the tasks so that you can actually show the recruiter, you can show the hiring manager, and we're going to show you how to build a portfolio. We're going to show you how to create content that shows that you know what you're doing. And then you're going to be able to show that. So when you have something to show, it makes a huge difference when you're trying to get a new job and you're trying to change industries. That's something that you've got to have. But I get that it's really intimidating to actually build it. It's really intimidating to actually look at something and go, hey, Jeremy, let's learn things and get good jobs. Yes. But yeah, so your portfolio is key. And as I believe is Wallbeard up at the top said that too. Thanks, Jeremy. Wallbeard said that up at the top, and he said too, we need to support each other and build up portfolios. Like, yes, we do. That's what we have to do. I want to bang my fist on the table and say we have to build portfolios. That's what we must do. But yeah, portfolios are key. Something we're actually doing at the moment is Ryan is trying to figure out what coding language he needs to learn in order to build an application that allows people to build personal portfolios so that it's not so hard for you folks. That's something we've realized that we can do that can really make a difference for a lot of people, because the building of portfolios is really intimidating. Like, it feels like you have to go build this website, and ideally you do go build this website, but I know that that's kind of tough to do, and it just puts a lot of barriers in between you and actually applying for jobs too, because you can procrastinate. You just go, oh well, I have to build a website and it's not done yet, so I'm just going to wait and I'm not going to look. And well, if I'm not doing that, I don't have to learn my stuff yet. Just all of that. At the moment, I can use a flyer and webpage I'm building for my dad's construction company. Yes, Axel. That's I'm sorry, Alejandro. Sorry, I'm calling you both of your username and your actual name. Yes, you absolutely should use a flyer, and the webpage you're building for your dad's construction company is a portfolio. That's literally yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. What would you say the best way to get 110K a year right now? I would highly suggest highly suggest that you go get a data analytics certification. That is probably the best thing right now. What is your go-to portfolio website as of now? That's a stellar question. I don't have one. My portfolio suggestion is for you to actually just save down documents in PDF form to your desktop in a folder that is called portfolio, and to drop that into your job applications if you can. And if you cannot drop it into your job applications, then to find the person who's going to be hiring you or interviewing you, and then literally dropping it into an email and saying, this is my portfolio. Please look at it. If you have any questions, contact me and send it. Yeah, full stack engineering is a go-to, and cloud engineer. It absolutely is. That's tough to learn though. It's tough to do that quickly. It is tough to do that quickly. Front end you might be able to do. Front end you could probably do. Let's see. So my go-to portfolio website is actually just a folder on my desktop. Fancy. We don't care how fancy things are here. We worry about what's effective and what is going to actually help people get hired. So it doesn't matter how fancy something is if it's not accessible or if you don't use it. So things have to be easy to use and simple for us to do them, so that we actually do them, so we don't procrastinate to getting the jobs that we actually want. I'm 36. I tried going for my degree while working full time. I dropped my classes today. Wow, Joseph, that is actually maybe no one's going to tell you this either, but that's very brave. It goes against the grain currently to break out of college, and it's definitely makes more sense to just go for the IT certifications. Yes, it absolutely does. Joseph, what IT certifications are you going for? Sorry, folks, I'm answering questions on both lives. Until TikTok, email TikTok, tell them to give me my RTMP Yeah, so I can stream on the computer, and so I can actually show you guys how to look for jobs, and I can actually do it for you live. Yeah, I have other stuff I can use, but the thing is I can't use it since past jobs won't let me. But but if I did, how long should I wait or something to find something similar? Hmm. Axel, with that, what you can do, something you can do, actually, Alejandro, is what I would do is, yeah, portrait photography on my Instagram. But what do you recommend for a portfolio? Alejandro, what I would do is I would use the stuff from past jobs, would just scrub the information, scrub the data, and just say like I redacted certain data because it's sensitive information. I do that at work all the time. Currently a junior, you do it if you have sensitive information, but you need to display something to someone who's not allowed to see it, just scrub the sensitive information. Just scrub it out and save it down as a PDF. That way it's like if you edit it out so no one can see it, like just white it out. Just white it out, put like Acme Co. wherever the company information is. Make sure there's no financial data. Like look into this before you do it, but just edit take screenshots and edit it out so that and then save it down as a PDF so nobody can see the data or nobody can access it, right? That's what you can do if you want to do it. Make sure that there's no identifying data so that you can actually use it. Google Drive would be suitable then as a portfolio folder. Yes, absolutely. A plus starting from the bottom. Oh, CompTIA plus. Awesome. Cybersecurity is super in demand, Joseph. And if you are going to get your CompTIA plus, that is exactly what you should be doing. You are on the exact right path. And yeah, going up from there, that's gonna be great for you. There's a ton of demand for cybersecurity right now. Currently a junior at Indiana University looking for marketing internships. Ty Williams, if I were you, I would just look for a marketing job. You might be able to just do part-time work, but I personally, depending on the type of internship, I think Mark in here got one, and my sister's doing one that's a little bit different in that the internship is almost an apprenticeship / boot camp where you're getting paid. A lot of marketing internships are not. A lot of marketing internships are just a way to get free labor out of you. Not really a fan of free labor. Don't like that. Think it's taking advantage of people. And it also makes it difficult because it's really a tough sell to get into a company if you're doing an unpaid internship because you've already told them that your market value is 0, and so now they can lowball you. And I think that really takes away a lot of your bargaining power. And so if I were you, you might want to just freelance and see if you can get some experience working in marketing that way. If it was me, that is what I would do. Criminality business degree. What's a quality job for this industry? Ooh, that's a tough one. Business degrees are hard because they mean everything and nothing. It's kind of like communications degrees, like they mean everything and nothing. So instead of asking what's a quality job, instead the question you need to ask is how much money do you need to make to cover your bills and to live the type of life that you want? And then from there, you look at jobs that cover that amount, right? Because what a lot of people do, the mistake people make is they say, hey, like, what's a good job? What's a good job? And then you go get a good job, but then the good job doesn't pay your bills, and then you're trapped. Then you feel trapped because you're not actually able to do anything. What's the best data analytics certification? I think the best one for beginners is the Grow with Google Data Analytics certification. And then if you're looking for a course, actually Charlotte Chase has an awesome data analytics course that a lot of people really love. I love to recommend hers. Ty Williams, yes, I can check out your LinkedIn. If anybody wants my help to overhaul their LinkedIn, we are doing that for everybody that's in the crash course. The link is in my bio. Ty Williams, drop your name in the comments here and I'll look it up. Gotcha. But what if they say pre-COVID as in 2015, 2019? Oh, they won't know. Yeah, Alejandro, they won't know. They won't know at all. You're fine. Thank you for helping answer my questions. Appreciate what you're doing. Wallbeard, of course. My pleasure. I'm super stoked to help you. What cost is involved in your crash course out of curiosity? Wallbeard, of course. The crash course is $1,150. And the reason it's $1,150 is because it's a frick ton of work. And I'm going to do a frick ton of work for you. So we're doing 2 lives every week. So live sessions, live Q&As. Then we have lifetime community support. So Ryan and I are going to open a community of people. And you can go into that community and ask questions at any point forever. And we are going to be supporting that. Gradually, we're going to maybe expand different aspects of the community, but the people who are in this specific small group are going to have access to Ryan and I to help them with their job search until they find a job and then beyond. So as you move up, as you're trying to retool, as you're trying to negotiate more into different jobs later on, still going to be there. There's also a giant video course that we made that goes over, it's called the JCA, the Job Change Accelerator. It goes over resumes, negotiating, applying, searching, skill learning. It goes over how to succeed once you actually get your job. It goes over how to figure out what you want out of life so that you can figure out what job titles make sense for you to actually pursue. So it's pretty hefty. It's a hefty course. It's going to take people probably a month to finish or more. I was working as a product marketing support specialist for work, but corporate laid people off. Oh, okay. Ty Williams, you were working as a product marketing support specialist for work, but corporate laid people off. Okay. That's actually a really good base. Let's see. Tyler Williams. I have family in Indiana. Greenwood, if anybody knows where that is. Tyler Williams, Indiana University. Demarius Dexterix. Does anybody watch that Key and Peele sketch where they do the football players' names? I don't think this is you. Tyler Williams. Let's see. That's Parker, Colorado. That guy is probably 60 years old and does not look like you because you said you're in college. East Greenville, Ohio. Let's look this up. If only I could find you, Tyler. Oh, there we go. I got you. If you enjoy the show, yes, thank you, Jeremy, Mitch, our mod extraordinaire. If you enjoy this live, please check out the Degree Free podcast. It's me and my handsome husband, Ryan, with the big beard. He's pretty cool. And also, if you want to start a business of any kind. So I am good at helping people get jobs, and so is Ryan. But Ryan is also very good at business. Ryan knows a lot about a lot of things. He's very good with running a budget, very good with marketing, very good with like software tools to start your first business, very good with business ideas. He's awesome at that. So if anybody's interested in their first business and you have questions about that in the crash course, Ryan is the one to ask because he runs everything and I do this. Okay, I'm looking at Tyler, off the cuff here. Sorry. What's the best analytic? So Tyler, hold on one second. What companies have your grads got into from your course? Well, that's a very good Wallbeard. That's a very good question. It's our first one. So I don't have an answer for you for that one. So this is our first one that we're running. Yes, Charlotte Chase. That's the one. 17 David 776, Charlotte Chase, Chaze. She started creating on here at the same time as me. I think that her data analytics course is super reasonably priced too. I don't know how much support there is. I know there's Discord, but it's just a video course. But a lot of people really like it. And so I would definitely recommend that. I would want to benefit from it. Charlotte Chase, is that the name of the instructor? Yes, David, that is the name of the instructor. Product support and development engineer here. Hey, oh, and you're from Hawaii too. What's up? What's up? Dagger 81808. Ryan and I are from Honolulu. We moved to Texas last year. I need help with that. Jeremy, Mitch, can you drop the podcast link or info? Okay, let's see here. So I'm looking at Tyler's LinkedIn. Sorry, folks, I'm trying to multitask here. All right, Tyler, what I'm looking at on your LinkedIn right now is not bad. It's very clean, so that's not bad. But what you need to do is right now, this description is very generic. And that's fine, except for what you need to do is you need to explain what differences that you make. Get rid of your GPA. Nobody cares as much as because your first line of your about section is about your GPA and your major. Unfortunately, no one actually cares about that. What you need to do here for this first line is what you need to explain why they want to hire you for whatever it is. And that this is a chance for you to grab their attention and to make them interested in you. And something that is not interesting is your former major title and your GPA. It doesn't mean anything to them because a GPA is just It doesn't mean anything. What you need to do is say like, I've created this many things that have gotten this many views, or I've created like my product marketing has directly caused this statistic or this number for this product in this industry, right? That's what you need to do. You need to be really, really specific about your industry. Because right now what you have is you have the right buzzwords, right? You have the right keywords, but the thing about that is that that's not really going to tell a human who's looking at it anything. The humans need to know what numbers you've done, like what effects have you had by hiring you, what are they going to get, right? Like I sold 50 units of X and I had revenue go up by 200%. Humans like numbers and they like statistics. Use them heavily, use them everywhere. And just make sure that you are making it easy for the person to understand, because the way this reads is like a technical definition of a product marketing assistant, right? Which means you did your homework and but that's not going to help you, right? So here, this is a good example. Sorry, I'm not roasting you. I'm trying to help you. So sorry if this is hurting your feelings, tell me to quit, but I want to help you rewrite this. I'm also skilled in utilizing various operating systems, including CRM and SAP. Okay, what CRMs? And tell them like I worked in Salesforce for 2 years and I handled this many records, right? More useful. And when you say various operating systems, don't say that. List them out, right? List them out and list how you use them, and list what numbers and statistics you changed. And then also the advice I gave to, sorry folks, I am way behind on these. Is your Freudenberg explanation good? So same thing with that. Freudenberg explanation is going to be use numbers and statistics. The skills part's good. The skills part's good, but be more specific with actually, you know what's so funny? Your machine operator one below is better because you talked about it right here, like including CNC machines resulting in a 20% reduction in machine downtime. Like killer, awesome. Fill out hourly inspection sheets. Boom. Conducted quality checks on finished products, resulting in a 25% reduction in product defects. Bam. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Yes, we do. We do actually. We do have that. Let's see. Just Google Charlotte Chase. Thank you so much. I will edit my about me for sure. Yeah. Just tell them why they want you. Wellbeard, absolutely, of course. Yeah, we're not here to hard sell anybody. It's just if people want personally to work with me and they want my help getting a job, that's how to do it. But yeah, folks, let's see here. I'm gonna pull up who's that other LinkedIn? Who's that other LinkedIn? Maybe that we'll do this from now on. We can rework people's LinkedIns and work with them for this. Alfredo Magana Villegas. I'm sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing anything. All right, let's look at you. Okay. I'm looking right now. Yeah, Charlotte Chase, big fan. I'm sorry, I'm neglecting the comments. Sir, Mr. Jason, shoot, go for it. Ask your question. Will the Google Data Analytics certification help a Salesforce admin finding a position? Yes, that's a very good stack. Google Data Analytics with Salesforce administration is absolutely going to be really good. That's a fantastic question. Joseph, I'm glad, and I really hope it helped you. Can you give advice on data analyst careers? Yes, you need a portfolio of work or you're probably not going to get anywhere. You have to be able to show what you can do. And like I said to everybody, like I've said, I probably say this once a night on the live, but OBS is your best friend. OBS is an open source recording software. It's free. What it does is it puts a little square on your screen and then you can talk through and record yourself while you're doing a task. Use that in Excel, show data analytics functions that you can do. It doesn't matter if you're working with fake data. It doesn't matter at all. Show people that you know what you're doing, and that is going to go further than anything else. Thank you. I'm going to look up Charlotte's course. What was the name of a specific Google course you mentioned earlier as well? That was the Grow with Google Data Analytics certification. Also forgot to mention I have experience in an office environment as a parent facilitator secretary. Oh yeah, that's great. That's technically client experience. That's customer experience. Hey Sam, what's up? Sam is going to be in our 4-week career change crash course. Very excited. Do you advise getting a Scrum Master cert? Yes, I advise getting a Scrum Master cert if you have some development background to pair it with. Just getting a Scrum Master cert, I have seen that work for one person. I've seen that work for one person, but that person also was she she got a role as a contract Scrum Master, junior Scrum Master at a contracting company. So, I think that that's tough. Sam, we still have some open spots. We still have some open spots left in the course. We still have some open spots left in the course. I'm interviewing someone tomorrow for it actually. And I think we're getting close to the end. Hobotherapy can be anything you want it to be. That's great. But yeah, so I would advise getting the Scrum Master cert if you have some development experience to pair it with. The reason being is because what a Scrum Master does is a Scrum Master works with development teams. And so you have to have a little bit, you don't have to, right? Because there's no rules. You can do whatever you want, but it's probably going to be easier for you to get a job if you have some experience working with a development team. Because your whole job will be to make their lives easier and actually make sure work's getting done. So it's going to really help you to understand the technical aspect of things. I know we're excited for the course too, Sam. We're actually working on like we're now what we're doing is we're working on a free entry level one for like email. So we're kind of like making a very simple one for some folks. So excited for that, and excited to do work with our cohort. And it's gonna be really fun too. I'm excited to go through, especially doing it right now. We just went through, Sam, you missed it. We just did somebody's LinkedIn, and we're gonna do that in the crash course, but we're gonna do it, like really, really in depth, and we're gonna make sure everybody's LinkedIn's is like just dialed in. Make sure everyone's LinkedIn's are dialed in. Make sure your 3-sentence story is told. That's something we can talk about actually. Is your 3-sentence story is how you explain what you are to somebody who's trying to hire you, right? So when they say tell me about yourself, usually what you're going to do is you're going to talk about and this is just a formula for how to explain yourself, right? There's usually catalyst, right? So something bad happened, and then growth, and then result. Okay. And actually, I'm going to write this here. It's going to be backwards. It's going to be backwards to the TikTokers, but to everybody else, it's going to be good. So catalyst, growth, results. Okay. This is how you're going to tell your story. Sorry. Catalyst, growth, result. And it's backwards. So this is how you're going to tell your story. So you're going to say, so for me, here's mine, right? I lost my job working in a call center. So I went and I taught myself Salesforce. Okay. So catalyst, growth. I taught myself Salesforce. After that, I got different jobs, upskilled in tech, and now I teach people how to do the same thing. Boom, result, right? So now think about, Sam, don't stress. Don't stress, Sam. If you don't have a LinkedIn, it's totally fine. We're gonna make sure everybody in the crash course, we're literally gonna go from, if you don't have one, we're gonna make one together, and we're literally gonna go through how to make it. We're gonna show you how to use it as your portfolio, get your first couple pieces of content up. I know it's scary, but we're gonna do it with you, and you're gonna be good. Remember, kid, every job can be achieved with a firearm. I don't know if that's true, Johnny boy, cowboy. I don't think that it is. But yeah, Sam, no stress. No stress. That's why we're in the course. Thanks, Jeremy. We have some spicy people on the LinkedIn on the TikTok chat tonight. But yeah, so anybody who's in the crash course, Preeti, we're gonna do this for you too. But what we're gonna be doing is we are gonna go through. We're gonna overhaul your LinkedIn. We call it the degree free LinkedIn blueprint. And so we're gonna go through it our way. We're gonna show you how to write like your story about yourself, how to make sure your experience is right, how to go through and attach your actual portfolio. We're gonna make your portfolio with you too. So don't stress about that. No worries, beef curry, as Ryan says. Jeremy is doing a good job at eliminating them. Jeremy is on top of it. Jeremy, everybody, a quick round of applause for Jeremy, our mod. He keeps it real in chat. But folks, anybody, if you're just joining, what we are doing is we are going through and we're getting you from the job that you want to the job that you have. We've been reviewing some LinkedIn's. We've been talking over different courses that you might want to take. We've been talking about different skills that you might want to take. And so what we were doing is we were working through all of these things and we're helping people find jobs. And yes, I'm sorry, Axel. I'm sorry. I was in the middle of telling you, Little Roadie Coffee Company. I'm going to type it in the chat right now. Let's see. Comment, Little Roadie Coffee Company. And, but this was the job that I found that I think might be a good fit. and never be scared away by the job titles. Because I know it says director of social media, but for a small company, that's not like, don't be scared away by that. You absolutely have the background and the skills to do that. Ty Williams, thank you for reviewing my LinkedIn. Absolutely, absolutely. Jeremy is doing a good job eliminating them. He's doing a great job. Bet I'm gonna check it out. It's cool. I'm just updating my ZipRecruiter right now. Yeah, ZipRecruiter's awesome. I've been studying. Thank you. I'm gonna look. I've been studying into on Udemy the last couple months. Should I try getting a certification or going to a QA boot camp? Ooh, that's a good one. So Mr. Jason, I would highly suggest getting a certification before you go to a QA boot camp. The reason is because a certification is a lower risk way to learn a skill first. And you can kind of see too if so you've been studying on Udemy the last couple of months. Are you looking for a QA certification or you want to be a QA engineer? Let's see. So QA certification. I actually don't know of a QA certification, but I'm going to find one. And then I will assess whether or not it's legit. Let's see here. It's definitely something certifications are becoming more of a stand-in. So the certifications serve the same exact value or like function that college degrees did, which is all they're doing. Yes, quality assurance, correct, QA. They serve the same purpose as degrees, right? And what they are is a way to outsource your assessment of someone to one sheet, which is essentially the same thing a resume is, right? So what we're trying to do is we're making it easy to assess people. We're making it easy to judge people. And so that's the value of the certifications. The nice thing about the certifications is if you get them from a company that the company already uses or trusts, right? So the value of a Salesforce certification is if a company is using Salesforce, they obviously trust their technology or they wouldn't be using it. It has value to have a certification from a tool that a job that you want already uses. So what I'm going to look for here, certified associate in software testing. Okay, so what you could do also is you could go and look and see if Microsoft. This is what I would do. I would go see if Microsoft or if Microsoft or AWS has a QA certification. The reason is because that's very specific. So let me see if I can actually find you one. QA Microsoft certification. Let's see if they have one. Whoop. There we go. All right. Boom. Are there any Azure certifications for QA testers? No, there are currently not. Perfect. There are not for Microsoft. So let's look up AWS and see what we can find. QA AWS. These are just two of the 800-pound gorillas. So it's a good idea to check. Okay, AWS for testers and quality assurance. Oh, here we go. Khan Academy. Oh, is this free? Cool. I think I found one for you. AWS and quality assurance, AWS. All right, here is AWS. Sorry, folks. What we're doing right now is we were looking for what does the career ladder look like from QA? That's a really good question. So QA, I mean, from what I've seen, you tend to just be more valued and then you get paid more. But I don't know that there's necessarily a ladder up. It depends on the size of the company that you're at. So if you're at a company and there's people over the QA engineers, but if you're at a small company like the one I'm at, I work with a tiny team, I work with 4 people. And one of them is a QA engineer. And so there's nowhere for her to go up. She's just there, right? Like she's the QA engineer. And as the company grows, ideally she'll be paid more. And then if they hire underneath her, then she will slowly get moved up. Like same thing with all of us, right? But if you work for a larger company and there is a position above you that's like QA engineer manager, that would probably be where you would go. So it really just depends on the company, and then they all have different titles too, right? So it might be like director of QA. You just never know, and it varies from company to company, which is part of the reason why people have such a hard time finding jobs is because the job titles just vary so much. So funny, Jeremy. Yes, I did actually. I did look it up, and I think it's interesting. I think it's complicated. It definitely looks like it's an emerging field. But the decision. I wrote something down about it. It was the decision support industry, and it's basically data analytics. Are Udemy courses really recognized in cybersecurity world? Ivorio, that's a complicated question. Cybersecurity is tough to build a portfolio of work in. So, because cybersecurity is tough to build a portfolio of work in, the best way to do it is to actually get certs from licensing bodies. So that's going to be CompTIA Plus. CompTIA is going to be the licensing body for cybersecurity for entry level. I would not do a Udemy course in cybersecurity to start off with, simply because a Udemy course in cybersecurity, the way cybersecurity works, a lot of it is checking boxes. And a lot of it's checking boxes because there's compliance. So security compliance are things that companies must do in order to work with other companies. And so they're legally required in some cases or contractually required in some cases to have specific people with specific certs in order to maintain specific credentials so that they can do specific types of work. And so for that reason, cybersecurity is not one where you can really build a portfolio because it's more of a passive, I did this and so I know this and I maintain this. Check, check, check. And so you have to go in order to move up there. But yeah, so sorry, in answer to that question, Sir Mr. Jason, I would look for a branded certification if you're going to look for one at all. And I can actually do some work for you. We will be doing the live again tomorrow night. And so I will look for, I will search Reddit, Quora, I will search the internet and I will see, if there is a industry standard for QA certifications. I do not know that there is, but I don't know because I've never looked. And so for that one, I will look. I hope that helped you. Yeah, you could definitely use it. I like that advice, Jeremy. You could definitely use CompTIA Plus or Security Plus and then pair it with a Udemy course in order to show that you've learned something. But I think you can't just go in with a Udemy course in cybersecurity. They're going to want to see that you have the actual license. I'm kind of embarrassed by my LinkedIn. Don't be. Embarrassment is not helpful. Embarrassment is not helpful to you because it's not going to help you change anything. It's not going to help you learn anything. And so I don't have a lot of use for embarrassment. So don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. If you want to change something, then just say, hey, can you help me change this? And yeah, absolutely. There's no embarrassment. Not everybody can know everything. And that's actually something we were talking about in the live last night. But we were talking about the fact that the best way to combat imposter syndrome is to just not say that you can do things that you can't do. Don't overstate your ability. So try Swayzilla. We were just talking about you. Jeremy just asked me and held me to account about looking up your decision support industry. It looks very data analytics heavy to me and very cool. But yeah, I'd never heard of that industry before. That was a new one to me, and definitely reminds me of the first time someone told me about the Internet of Things, where I was like, "What is that?" And I had to go on a deep dive. I want to be a QA automation engineer or SDET engineer. SDET engineer. So one thing that I love about the Degree for Framework and the Career Change Crash Course is that the goal of it is using these basic frameworks, these basic strategic methods to actually figure out how to get jobs in any industry, aside from a doctor. I cannot help you cut people's heads open because you need a medical license for that. And in order to get a medical license in the US, you have to have a college degree. But pretty much everything else is fair game. And that sounds ridiculous, but it really is. Software development engineer and test. Something you could do too, Sir Mr. Jason, is if you have an application or a website that you really like, you can test. And I've done this for someone actually before. You can actually test and you can go through and catalog bugs or issues and then send them those things and then ask if they want your help. That's basically a job application. Thank you so much, by the way. Ivorio, absolutely. I'm happy you're back to Triswayzilla. MG2505. I have questions about comp pay. Some people say 200K pay bonus stock. Is that only at some companies. MG 2505. Yeah, pay, stock, and bonus is only at some companies. Yes, it depends on the way that their compensation packaging is structured. Actually, there's a really good creator named Dan from HR who talks a lot about pay bands and salary structure. He did recruiting and payment and negotiations at the higher levels of like Spotify, and so he is actually a really awesome person to follow to look about like specifics of negotiations on pay, stock, and bonus. We are teaching negotiation in the crash course. I'm pretty decent at negotiating at this point because I have changed jobs and I have worked in tech for a little while now, and it's just something that I've practiced quite a bit, so I'm pretty okay at it. But yeah, as far as like pay, stock, and bonus, yes, some companies structure their compensation packages that way, but everything is open to negotiation. So if you don't want their stock, then just ask for cash. Just say, I don't want the stock. What else did you see about it, or is that the quick review? Yeah, so basically what I was looking at for the decision support industry, it also looks like it's being used quite a bit by medical. It looks like it's very medical heavy from what I was looking at. What I saw was that it's got like a $5 billion like market cap, and that the amount of people that they estimate like that need to be in it, they I was looking at the fact that they're looking at like across the world. Apparently, a lot of hospitals are starting to migrate into this, and by 2030, they say it's going to be like a massive, massive industry. So that's kind of what I looked at as far as that. But I mean, were you looking for what type of skills that you need in order to do it? Because it looks like a data analytics certification or data analytics portfolio would be a great way to get into this industry. Okay, I want to be a brain surgeon. Me too. Microsoft Learn has some decent free courses for those looking for tech basics. Yes. Roadmap to entry level data analytics with no background or experience. Sandra Hearns, entry level data analytics. Grow with Google, $39 a month is the basic entry level data analytics course. Another, yeah, try Sozilla. That's what I see. That's what I see here. It looks like it's basically just data. That's all it is, from what it looks like to me. Um, that's what it looks like to me. What I would do was I did see that there were a few different specific companies that were in it. And that is what I would do. So what I would do is I would learn data analytics if I was trying to get into decision support systems. I would look into companies that are going to use it, and I would get a basic in data analytics and build a portfolio of data analytics with fake data that has to do with this. I didn't do that deep of a dive on it, but what I did find was the companies that are, I'm going to read you the companies right now. I made a list actually. The companies that are going to be using the decision support systems are going to be McKesson Corporation, Next Gen Healthcare Informations, um, uh, Information Systems, CareStream, Athena Health, Philips Healthcare, Cerner Corporation, and then Siemens Healthineers. Those are the companies that are going to be using it. So if you want, what you could do is you could go to these companies and then look for DSS like jobs at these companies, and then read through the job descriptions and see what they're actually asking for as far as skills go. But it definitely looks like it's a data analytics job at the base of it. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. That is my assessment of it. Is there like a personality test to guide myself into a field since tech is massive overall? Avorio, that's a really good question. I think it really depends on how you want to find a job. So my philosophy on finding a job is that first you need to figure out what you want to do with your life. And by that, I do not mean what you want to do with your life, your career, because we as Americans have it all backwards. It's all wrong. And we're taught to do that because they want us to spend 30K a year in college. And so that is a convenient way to teach us. They say, hey, like follow your heart, get whatever college degree you feel like buying, and then go find a job that'll let you squeeze in with that degree. No, wrong. Instead of doing that, what we need to do is like, what do you want your days to look like? What do you want your weeks to look like? Are there large financial goals that you need to make a certain amount of money that you need to achieve? Or would you rather have time, right? Like what kind of schedule do you want to work? How much do you need to cover your basic needs? And then how much do you need in order to accomplish goals in your life that don't have to do with work? Because at the core of it, like most of us don't like aren't passionate about work. We're passionate about work, what work allows us to do, and liking your work is a great thing. Liking the people you work with is a great thing. I did read somewhere though that if people like the people they work with, their job almost doesn't matter as much. So that has something to do with it too. If you want to work with a certain type of people, and by that I mean like if you want to work with people who work outside, that's a thing. If you want to work as park ranger, you're going to work with people who are outside all the time. Like maybe you like those kind of people because they're outdoorsy and they like to do stuff outside. And then outside of work, they're going to be your friends, and you want to like live your life outside. So anyway, just something to think of. But like, what do you want to do with your life? Do you want to be able to like, do you have nieces and nephews that you want to be able to like help send to school? Like, do you want to buy a house? Do you want to like travel the world? Do you want to foster dogs? It just depends on what you want to do with your life. Because from there, you want to work backwards to see what job is a good fit for how you want to live your life, not a job that you can fit your life around. Anyway, that's my philosophy on work. No one cares about this. People are worried about real life issues that matter. This is a distraction. Work is not a distraction. We all have to do it in order to eat, but thanks. I can vouch that the people make a huge difference. Yes, they really do. They really do. Jeremy says that he is fun to work with. He wears a T-Rex suit to the office on Fridays. Wacky Tie Tuesday. Odds of someone getting an entry-level help desk position without CompTIA plus. Andrew, hi. You just have to apply to enough jobs. If you apply to 100 entry-level help desk positions, you will get hired for one of them. It's just a numbers game. Hey, you got hated off of the live. I know. How do you think I can break into project management and tech? Currently working on CAMP. Oh, Ian, I would highly recommend that you switch and you go to the PMP. The PMP is mostly agile methodologies now, and the CAMP, it's going to be harder for you to find someone that's looking for the CAMP as a cert that they want their project managers to have. You're going to find the PMP is the gold standard for project management. That's PMP, project management. But yeah, I think it's really important. I just want to drive that point home though. Like you need to figure out, the question is not like what's a good job? Like, can I test my personality around the job? The question we all need to be asking is what do I want my life to look like? And then how do I find a job that fits what I would like my day to day, my weeks to look at, to look like? Like, do I want to have Sundays off? Do I want to have Saturdays off? Do I want to have a flexible schedule? Do I want to work from home so that I can have a cat? Someone on this live wants a cat, and they know what I'm talking about. But like, do you want to make sure you're able to like be done with work at 5 p.m. because after that you want to go, do something after work. Like you want to play in a basketball league or something like that. Like, how do you want your life to look? That's more important. Oh yeah, you need a hater of the week. You got me from the live. I know. I want to, but I need 60 months experience. Ian, 60 months experience is not necessarily always traditional. I had 60 months experience, but some of it was from restaurant work. So you got to think out of the box about your experience too. It may not be in a job where you were formally titled PMP, but you weren't officially a project manager. But if you manage projects at any job, then you can get it. You could also do that by volunteering if you want. And that's good. So I'm thinking too. Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah. We just don't like to get into the politics here. This is not what that's about. I'm thinking maybe 2 cats now. Yeah. I think 2 cats too, Sam. Sam, what are you going to name your cats? Sam is in our 4-week career change crash course. And he is going to get a cat once he gets his remote work job. And I'd like to know what Sam is going to name his cats, or just at least the first cat. I would like to know. I would like to know. I know. I want to. Ryan and I don't have a dog, but I'm thinking about it. That'd be pretty fun. My family had a boxer growing up, and we bought him in Texas for $200. we bought him in El Paso for $200, and he was such a good dog. I'm not sure yet. I'll think of something clever though. Yeah. Sam is gonna have Salt and Pepper. Tweedledum and Tweedledee the cats. But yeah. So folks, I think we might wrap it up for this evening. But if anyone else has questions, look up Coca Animal from Australia. I'm gonna look it up right now. How often do y'all run the crash courses, making change happen? Good question. We so far This might be the only one that we run. So we are not sure right now. We are just going to run this one and we're going to see how it goes. If Ryan and I like doing it, then we're going to do more. But the people in the crash course get access to that group forever, regardless of whether or not we run future cohorts. So that is going to be, we're not sure if there's going to be another one. We're just going to run this one for now, see how it goes, see if we like doing it, and then we'll maybe continue it if we like it. Alejandro, absolutely. No problem. No problem. No problem. No problem. My pleasure. No, folks, it's been super fun. And as always, I really appreciate you all giving up your evenings. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. And so I really appreciate you spending it with me and asking questions and helping other people. And I highly suggest making change happen. Yes, we do. We actually partnered with a firm, so we have we have an Affirm payment plan, or we have a personal one. So there's another option if you want to just pay us and go around Affirm, you can do that too. So totally up to you. Nope, but we'll DM. Do you have a payment plan for it? Yeah. Making change happen. The link's in the bio. Go in there and then it'll take you to a Stripe page. That's how we do the payments. And then the Stripe page will have Affirm on it. So if you want to pay that way, you totally can. And if once you go in and do that, I will be meeting with you sometime this week to go over your goals. So yeah, pretty cool. Very excited. Mr. Jason, AWS does not have a quality assurance certification that I saw. They do not have a QA cert. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look it up for you tonight and see if there's a respected body that issues one. And I will tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I will come back to you with that answer. And I have Tricewayzilla was not happy with my answer, and so I will do some more. I had a busy day, but tomorrow I will dive more into the DSS, and I will see if I can find one of the jobs at those companies for you. Oh, hold on. First, before we go, we have to look up the smiling coca animal. It looks like a bear / groundhog. I advise everyone to look up at it. Look it up. QUOKKA, coca. So with that, thank you so much, Jeremy. Making change happen. I look forward to meeting you in the course and working with you and helping you get the job you want. Same thing to you, Alejandro. And folks, thank you so much for joining me, and really appreciate you all. Like I said, thank you so much for spending your time with me tonight. And tomorrow night at 8 p.m., we'll be back. We're doing this again. Let's do it. All right, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you.